This was the line that completely rewired my brain for life, and I want all of you to listen this is from this book, Osho Courage, and this is the forward of this book, and this is very powerful. It will completely shift your paradigm about life, how to see insecurity, how to see uncertainty, how to see things in life, and you have to listen this. So I'm just going to read out loud from this book, and you just listen this. Do not call it uncertainty, call it wonder. Do not call it insecurity, call it freedom. I'm not here to give you a dogma. A dogma makes you one certain. I am not here to give you any promise for the future. Any promise for the future makes one secure. I am not here to make you alert and aware. That is to be here now. With all the uncertainty, with all the insecurity that life is, with all the uncertainty that life is, with all the danger that life is. I know you come here seeking some certainty, some creed, some ism, somewhere be somewhere to belong to, someone to rely upon. You come here out of your fear. You are searching for a sort of beautiful imprisonment so that you can live without any awareness. I would like you to make you more insecure, more uncertain, because that's how life is. That's how God is. When there is more insecurity and more danger, the only way to respond to it is by awareness. There are two possibilities. Either you choose your eyes and become dogmatic, become a Christian or a Hindu or a Mohammedan, then you become an ostrich. It doesn't change life. It simply closes your eyes. It simply makes you stupid. It simply makes you unintelligent. In your unintelligence, you feel secure. All idiots feel secure. In fact, only idiots feel secure. A really alive man will always feel insecure. What security can there be? Life is not a mechanical process. It cannot be certain. It is an unpredictable mystery. Nobody knows what is going to happen the next moment, not even God, that you think resides somewhere in the seventh heaven. Not even He. If He is there, not even He knows what is going to happen. Because if He knows what is going to happen, then life is just bogus. Then everything is written beforehand. Then everything is destined beforehand. How can He know what is going to happen next? If the future is open, if God knows what is going to happen the next moment, then life is just a dead mechanical process. Then there is no freedom. And how can life exist without freedom? Then there is no possibility to grow or not to grow. If everything is predestined, then there is no glory, no grandeur. Then you are just robots. No, nothing is secure. That is my message. Nothing can be secure because a secure life will be worse than death. Nothing is certain. Life is full of uncertainties, full of surprises. That is its beauty. You can never come to a moment when you can say, now I am certain. When you say you are certain, you simply declare your death. You have committed suicide. Life goes on moving with 1,001 uncertainties. That's its freedom. Don't call it insecurity. I can understand why mind calls freedom insecurity. Have you lived in a jail for a few months or a few years? If you have lived in a jail for a few years, when the day of release comes, the prisoner starts feeling uncertain about the future. Everything was certain in the jail. Everything was dead routine. His food was supplied, protection was given to him. There was no fear that he would be hungry next day, and there would be no food, nothing left that, nothing like that. Everything was certain. Now, suddenly, after many years, the jailer comes and says to him, now you are going to be released. He starts trembling. Outside the walls of the prison, again there will be uncertainties. Again he will have to seek, search. Again he will have to live in freedom. Freedom creates fear. People talk about freedom, but they are afraid. And a man is not yet a man if he is afraid of freedom. I give you freedom. I do not give you insecurity. I do not give you security. I give you understanding. I do not give you knowledge. Knowledge will make you certain. If I give you a formula, a set of formula, then that there is God, there is Holy Ghost, and there is an only begotten Son, Jesus, there is hell and heaven, there are good acts and these are bad acts. Do the sin, you will be in the hell. So what I call the vicious acts, and you will be in heaven finished. Then you are certain. That's why so many people have chosen to be Christian, to be Hindu, to be Mohammedan, to be Jainis. They do not want freedom. They want fixed formulas. A man was dying suddenly in an incident on the road. Nobody, nobody knew that he was a Jew, so a priest was called, a Catholic priest. He leaned closely to the man, and the man was dying in the last throes of death, and the priest said, do you believe in the Trinity of God, the Father, the Holy Ghost, and the Son, Jesus? The man opened his eyes and he said, look, here I am dying, and he is asking riddles. When death knocks at your door, all the certainties will be simply riddles and foolish. Don't cling to any certainty. Life is uncertain. Its very nature is uncertain, and an intelligent man always remains uncertain. This very readiness to remain in uncertainty is courage. This very readiness to be in uncertainty is trust. An intelligent person is one who remains alert whatsoever the situation and responds to it with the whole heart. Not that he knows what is going to happen, not that he knows. Do this and that will happen. Life is not a science, it is not a cause and effect chain. Heat the water to 100 degree and it evaporates. It is certain. But in real life, nothing is certain like that. Each individual is a freedom, an unknown freedom. It is impossible to predict, impossible to expect. One has to live in awareness and in understanding. You come to me seeking knowledge. You want set formulas that you can cling to them. I do not give you any. In fact, if you have any, I take them away by and by. I destroy your certainty by and by. I make you more and more hesitant by and by. I make you more and more insecure. That is the only thing that has to be done. That's the only thing a master needs to do, to leave you in total freedom. In total freedom, with all the possibilities opening, nothing fixed. You will have to be aware nothing else is possible. This is what I call understanding. If you understand, insecurity is an interesting is an intrinsic part of life, and good that it is so, because it makes life a freedom. It makes a life continuous surprise. One never knows that what is going to happen. It keeps you continuously in wonder. Do not call it uncertainty, call it wonder. Do not call it insecurity, call it freedom.